coming at you solo today. Going to be discussing the law of correspondence, which is as above, so below. It's interesting because we perceive the universe unaware that we are the universe. There's an entire universe within us. Our thoughts create our reality. The internal creates the external, and we have full power to control that, manifest our reality. So here we can start with the law of correspondence, the principle of correspondence: as above, so below; as below, so above. Um, Everything is correspondence, right? Everything is balanced. As you are internally is how you'll be experiencing externally. The reality is what you make of it in your head. So here you can see these different examples of that on a small scale. You can see it in the birth of a cell and then the death of the star, the brain cell compared to a cluster of galaxies in the universe, and the human eye compared to a nebula. I mean, very similar geometry, and you can see that in the fractal geometry, right? So you can see the fractals within nature are very interesting. You can see them in fern leaves, in lightning, in tree branches, in all these various different plants, in river systems, in snowflakes. They're all throughout everything we notice, everything we see. And the interesting thing about fractal geometry is it can be encoded into games like Minecraft, for example, uses fractal geometry to encode the game and continue coding. You could see here, right? That encoding is done with the Mandelbrot sequence. So here we have a Mandelbrot zoom. You could see this equation. I'm not 100% sure what the equation exactly is, but different equations produce different images and different versions of that image. So as above, so below. This is just zooming into the same picture, creating complex designs seemingly from nothing. And it just keeps going. You could let it go for days. I have this on ×2 speed, so you could see it a little bit more. But this is just the complexity of what can be created through a mathematical equation. And that brings us to the point that we did not create mathematics. We more or less discovered mathematics. Mathematics are the language in which the universe speaks to us. We have gravity. We have these fractal geometry, sacred geometry everywhere. You could see here more examples of it. A galaxy using the golden ratio, or that's a storm, I'm sorry. The galaxy over here, the fingerprint, a shell, human head. They all correspond to each other, right? Here you see the brain cells in the galaxies again. Here we've got, look, so now we have life. This is how life is formed. You see here, you see the flower of life at the bottom. And you see a single circle being formed into the Vesica Pisces, which is the creation, right? Vesica Pisces signifies the womb. And then when that doubles again, and you get the flower of life. And similarly, you can see the creation of a galaxy through that. You can see the coupling of cells and creation of an embryo. That's exactly how that goes on in a womb. Everything is as above, so below. We are made in the image of our creator, right? And that creator creates us in that image. We have an internal universe experiencing the external universe through our awareness. Not necessarily that we are the creator, but we are a piece of it within this light matrix, right? Everything is light, and that's all we're experiencing, right? We perceive things as solid matter. I perceive this desk as solid, but they're 99.9% empty space. There's a little part of each atom that is actually solid. Everything is empty space. We perceive it as our senses can best perceive. And interestingly enough, our senses don't perceive all too well. We think they perceive well, and our ego takes credit for that, but very poor devices for understanding our immediate environment. And if we really want to understand our immediate environment and understand the true nature of reality, Got to tap into the pineal gland, right? We talk about the pineal gland, the third eye, awakening that third eye through many different ways. I mean, there could be psychedelic drugs or a shortcut many people use. There's breath work, which is something I do frequently. Meditation opens that up. Yoga, qigong, tai chi, different practices to awaken that pineal gland to that fifth element of ether, right? The ether is all around us, the energy, energy filaments that flow through our universe. We are an electromagnetic body. Each of our cells in our body has 0.07 volts of electricity, and there is 50 trillion cells in our body. 3.5 trillion volts of potential electricity in our body. And you can tap into that by accessing that pineal gland, by becoming in tune with your light body, your energetic body. And that's what Zen masters, yogis, monks, they've been working their whole lives to understand and control the metaphysical, because they understand there's a world beyond our comprehension. That world lives within our dreams. When you go to sleep every night, you experience that alternate reality of dreaming. You wake up and what happened in that dream seems unreal to you, but when you're in that dream, that is reality, because you created it. You create this reality right now too. And I've been studying a lot of dream yoga, the art of dreaming, lucid dreaming. If you can control your dreams, you can start to manifest that into physical reality, and using those dreams, harnessing your powers within those dreams and understanding specifically the assemblage point in here. I'm still coming to terms and understanding the energetic body and how it actually pertains to real life. But that's all I can do, is try and come to the best understanding for myself, try and put that knowledge out there for the world. If you guys like this video, I'm gonna start doing some more short videos by my lonesome, talking about all things consciousness, metaphysical, meditation, breath work, anything that comes to mind. This one was short. Hope you enjoyed. Peace. Oh, we're watching you, YouTube.